Today's protest in front of the Sir Edney Kane building that houses the Prime Minister's office in Belmopan began at 8 a.m. with a handful of demonstrators, including grassroots activist Nigel Petillo and members of the Belize National Teachers Union. By 9:30 a.m., a total of 7 organizations, among a group of just over 100 protesters, had representation in front of the building. Solidarity forever! As has been reported, the protest was sparked by the government's decision to purchase 15 acres of private land in Belmopan at a steep cost of $7 million to build a university hospital, while the University of Belize is offering the government free land for that project. The government of Belize contends that a technical study of the lands being offered by the University of Belize reveals that it is too remote and inadequate to construct a health facility. That report remains confidential.
For me, seeing is believing. So the National Trade Union Congress, in partnership with the other social partners, so don't think that we're standing alone. We have, as a matter of fact, we have the diaspora who is standing behind us. We are in the process of writing to the Minister of Health to give us those documents, and we're using the Freedom of Information Act to get those information. And if they fail for giving information like that, we are getting a ticket. Because the people need to know.
The private property that the government has purchased from business persons Kenny Zeng and Annie Zhu to build a hospital sits next to a sewage pond, further increasing public concerns.
You could assign for one student if you rather build a house in our creek, or if you rather build it on land that is far away from that. You could even go back to your nursery, right, my brother? You have the pig where build a house out of straw, and you got the one where build a house out of rock. Which one the wolf blow down? This government wants to build a house out of straw. It's not going to work for us. Plain as that.
But will the government of Belize heed the calls of the NTUCB president and those who are raising strong objections to the land purchase and newly proposed construction site? Opposition leader Moses Shine Barrow says the opposition intends to take legal action against the Briceno administration.
We will continue to protest. We will take legal action. We have written to the Auditor General, the Contractor General, the Ombudsman, and the Saudi Fund. I hear Brother Luke talking about location, but what we cannot lose sight of, the most glaring act of corruption is the fact that this government has used taxpayer dollars to spend $6.9 million on a property that is only worth $600,000, according to the Belmopan City Council valuation that we saw that happen this year.
Belize has only one tertiary healthcare facility in the country, that is the Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital in Belize City. The proposed university hospital will be the second of its kind in Belize. Andrew Beard is the president of the KHMH Workers Union. He says this latest move by the government is untenable.
Anybody from the health sector, including the minister, the CEO, should have a concerns with infection control, having a hospital of that magnitude built within that area. Now, forget the infection control. Let's go to location. Man, the hagwash where they put away. The hospital, because it's a tertiary hospital, can build on the UB campus. They say $6.9 million that they use for buy the land, they could use it for putting in the infrastructure to have proper access to the hospital built on the UB compound.
At one point during the demonstration, a committee of vultures flew above the heads of protesters as a sign of affirmation to those protesting the construction of the tertiary care hospital near sewer ponds.
It is extremely sad when we have a population who are looking at me right now from behind a screen, who cannot understand how these corrupt decisions affect them. What we want all of us want Belmopan to develop. I live in the Belmopan area, so I can tell you that from the Belmopan area I could access, had that road been built to access the hospital, I would have been able to access the western and the northern highway easily. The entire community, as has been said, would have benefited from that. Now we've spent that 6.9. Nobody has benefited other than a nation couple. And I really think that is sad for us. But I want to say to the Belizean people, you might be laughing at the small number of people out here, not recognizing that you are assisting to lay the foundation for your children to suffer in the future, to get a piece of land, to access education, to access quality education.
Today's demonstration was executed without any outbreak of violence. It almost happened when the Prime Minister's vehicle arrived in front of the building. He was not inside, but some protesters viewed it as a form of provocation. Nigel Petillo, the organizer, says this is only the beginning.
I sure all of the ministers here, I sure Bernard here, I sure Hyde here, I sure Briceno here, but this is to show how they treat us. This is how they feel about we know. It's about power for them and it's about money for them. And over and over I've been telling people while we out there to fight for good governance, many a time they find way for WAPWE, they find way for conwe, they find way for enrich themselves and future generations. And if it come to push, come to show one of these days, they're probably looting and breaking up things with the hope you not get there. But if you continue to behave this way and be absent to the cries of the people, then believe me, we have to find other ways to get your attention and to get you to retract this deal.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.